Welcome back. Now, as exam results are released tomorrow, we recognize the immense pressure and anxiety this period brings. In Namibia, we have unfortunately seen instances where the emotional turmoil associated with exam results has led to severe mental health challenges, including suicide. Psychologist Vanessa Karises is now in studio with me to discuss how parents and students can navigate this stressful time, ensuring mental and emotional well-being. Additionally, with many first-year students preparing to register at universities, she will also provide essential career advice and tips for mental preparedness. Vanessa, good evening and welcome.
Good evening and thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Compliments of the new year.
Thank you, same to you. Let's jump right into it. I want to talk about the common emotional and mental challenges that students experience during this period.
Yes, the anticipation of your exam results can be extremely stressful and anxiety provoking. Different people have different thresholds of how they deal with things and what they are able to take and what they are not able to take. Some people can take disappointments fairly well and navigate and jump straight into problem solving, but others struggle to deal with the emotional consequences of not so acceptable results.
Yeah.
So it creates a lot of anxiety, it creates a lot of sadness. Sometimes bad exam results can lead to depression. Like you said in your introduction, it can also lead to suicidal ideations and sometimes attempts to take one's own life. Yeah. So those are the emotional and mental health challenges that are normally associated with exam results, and especially this period.
Yeah.
Some people struggle to even fall asleep
yeah.
during days, especially if it's the night before. The reason for this exam or anxiety is because we all want the best for ourselves, and we all want a pass, and we all want to see a pass. But research informs us that different people have different abilities. Failing is not necessarily a catastrophe. Anything that you can fix is not a catastrophe. Of course, it's inconvenient because it takes 1 year back.
I love that. It's just an inconvenience.
It's just an inconvenience. It's not catastrophic.
Yeah. I love that outlook.
Yeah.
How can parents or even guardians offer effective support to their children, to help them cope with anxiety and stress that's related to, exam result period?
I would like to start answering this question by saying sometimes it's us, the parents, who place a lot of strain on our children because of the expectations that we have, rightfully so, because we all want our children to be successful. We all want them to have the best results. But as parents, we need to understand that and sometimes we do the comparison even with the other siblings. It's important to recognize that different people have different abilities. Some children are academic, others are not. Some children are technical, and some people excel excellently in other areas of life and not only academics. So it is important for parents to be very kind and gentle, even in the face of undesirable results. Try to problem solve with your child. Try to be there for them, because also for some children it's extremely difficult to show a fail or a not so good exam result to a parent, because no child has a desire to do that. There are a lot of things that interfere with our children's ability to perform academically, and as parents we should explore ways on how we can navigate and how we can remove those pitfalls, distractions for our kids to succeed academically. So if they don't get there now, tomorrow morning, what can you do? Seek professional assistance and guidance on how you can remove some of the distractions so that your child during the 2025 academic year can succeed academically.
Of course, parents and guardians are just one aspect of the support that children need, and I think sometimes somebody could argue otherwise, but the bulk of the time children are at school, so perhaps the bulk of the support should also come from there. So how can the school, come to the party, so to speak?
I believe it's a triangle. This education thing, it's the parent, it's the school, it's the child. So everybody has a responsibility and a role to play. With the schools, I think teachers and the education system, our education ministry is quite aware in terms of what is their responsibility in terms of ensuring academic success.
Yeah.
And I think our education system has done an astonishing job in trying to ensure academic success for all our students and all our children. The teachers need to teach, the teachers need to guide. Also, the teachers need to be gentle with the children at school. But I want to believe that as professionals, the academic fraternity is doing what they need to do.
Yeah, what they should.
What they should be doing.
I want to talk strategies that students can adopt to prepare themselves mentally and emotionally for both positive and, negative outcomes of their exam results.
Yeah, I think stay calm. Calm your mind. You have done last year what you could do. Sometimes our best is all that we have to give. Stay positive. Also, relax your mind. Try and adopt some of the relaxation techniques. Breathe deep if it gets too heavy in the middle of the night. Exercise. Go for a jog. Try to distract your mind from it, because at this point there's almost nothing that you can do but to wait and see what the results have in store for you. Like I said, it's not a catastrophe. It's an inconvenience because it takes you back 1 year.
Yeah.
It's not a disgrace not to reach the stars now. It is only a disgrace to have no stars to reach for. So as long as you have stars to reach for, you have what it takes to succeed.
I love that.
Yeah.
Also, first-year students will be registering at universities. What key factors should they be taking, into consideration in choosing their field of study to make sure that it aligns, with their interests and, of course, their strengths?
Yeah. Like I said in the beginning, different people have different abilities. We choose our careers not on what is going to give us the biggest paycheck. What does mommy and daddy want for me? We choose careers based on our personality, our likes and our dislikes, our interest. We choose personalities on our inborn ability. Because at the end of the day, that is what is going to be required in order for you to be successful in your job.
Yeah.
So make sure that whatever you have chosen to enroll for at university aligns with your personality, that is who you are, your characteristic way of behaving, your interests, your likes and your dislikes, and also your natural inborn ability. If you struggle to choose a career still, you can seek professional help from a psychologist who can take you through the career guidance process and guide you properly in choosing a proper career. Yeah.
Vanessa, just as we round off our discussion, can you highlight the mental health resources and support systems that are actually available in Namibia for students that are dealing with, this academic stress, and of course how they can access these services?
Yeah, there are private practitioners, clinical psychologists, psychological counselors who are ready and willing to assist. We have our government system, the Ministry of Health and Social Services, who have deployed social workers across the country who are there at a booking and even as a walk-in. Make use of these services. There are pastors, there are general practitioners. If you are stuck in terms of where to go, you can go to your local primary healthcare centers, to your clinics, and just ask for guidance on where to find services that will help you to really navigate your mental health and to enhance your mental health and to improve your mental health if you really struggle. And we want to destigmatize mental health services and mental health in itself because it's a serious concern in our country, and it's very important. It's not for the crazy, it's not for the weak. Only for the weak, and it's not for only those who are struggling. It's for everybody who really wants to just improve even on their positive skills and their attributes. So it's very important. Before I was preparing to become a professional in the field, have gone through, and sometimes I still do, seek mental health services. So it's very important, and I believe everybody under the sun should have an opportunity to speak to a professional psychologist.
I agree with that sentiment 110%.
Yeah.
Well, Vanessa, thank you so much for being here this evening. It was lovely speaking to you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. Of course, tomorrow is D-Day for our grade 12s here in Namibia. The exam results will be released at 12:15 at midday. And if you'd like to access them on your phone, you can SMS your exam number to 99099. That SMS line will be open as from 12:15 tomorrow at midday, so just before lunchtime. On that note, we wrap up today's edition of the Daily Roundup. We're of course back tomorrow, same time and place. For myself and the team, is good night. Thank you for watching.